Okay, guys. So in last class, what we have done, RIP, right? That is done. That is also done. T-suit and what kind of T-suit is also done. There is no much more in T-suit. Okay. Now we are going to configure zone. Okay. Now what is a zone? Anyone? Zone is nothing but it's kind of VLAN. VLAN, you know, is about in the switching, right? This particular VLAN don't know about. Let's suppose switch and VLAN one, VLAN two, like that. So particular there is an specific zones are there. They don't communicate each other, right? Like this we need to create this zone. Now zone means lane is also a zone. When is also a zone, right? DMZ is zone. Like that we can create. So especially we are creating zone for this DMZ. Why DMZ? DMZ? Anyone? What is DMZ? What is the use of this? No, 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 not only that. Yeah, this is not a separate only. So what happened, this is our internet. Okay. And outsider is there. Okay, outsider PC is there. Okay, some user wanted to reach this is, let's suppose this is our DMZ. Okay, DMZ. Okay, this is our DMZ. It is in internet, but directly it is my lane network only. Okay, but I can able to access this, right? But outsider is also wanted to access, correct? Like web service, like Facebook is in their office, Facebook server, web server. The Facebook users can access it via the LAN network, means private network also, because they are directly connected. Correct. As a user, we are also trying to access the same thing. So if I am a user, I am an outsider. Okay. If I manipulate this web server, then I can enter to this your local area network also. I can enter, right? So that is the reason demilitarized zone we called it. Okay, so we are not going to assign DSCP IP here. First thing, no DSCP. Okay. Second thing, um, inside and outside user means, or we can say private network or public network, or we can say secure network or unsecure network. Okay, this is unsecure. Both the user trying to access this. So that's the reason we are keeping it in a separate zone. Okay, we are creating policy from R1 to this DMZ, but we will also create one more policy from our this side to inside to outside. That is the reason to we are creating the DMZ, right? We need to open our HTTP port or HTTPS port, right? 80 or 443 I need to enable, right? For outside user or inside user for the web server. So that is the reason, because insider and outsider also able to access these things. That is the reason we are keeping it in a separate zone that is called demilitarized zone. Okay, to prevent that outsider user to manipulate your web server and enter in your local internet network. Okay, yeah, yeah, we can say like that also. Okay, so RIP and everything is there. Okay, but let me do DMZ. So in network interface, there is an create new, right? So create new, there is a zone interface virtual wire. Later we'll learn about this. Now we just need to focus about zone. Okay, so zone and name. Let's suppose inside zone. This is just a name, right? Interface member means port 1 and port 6 is available. Where is the port 1, port 2, port 3 and port 4 and port 5? Why it is not showing here? Anyone? Why the port? Huh? This is inside means what? No, port number 1 is our management IP. This is our port number 1, right? Port number 2. Okay, inside. Let's suppose outside. Outside I'm keeping. This is just a name. Don't go like this. Okay, this is just a name. Outside. Now interface member. Why it is not showing here? Because because I'm telling you, interface will become a member of particular one zone, not for the all. Okay. Now why it is not showing? Because we are already created one policy and using the interfaces, right? R1, R2, R3 and R4 we are using, right? So that is the reason it is not showing. If I delete here, then it will show there. Oh, it means any interface will be the part of particular zone, but a single member of zone, any zone. Okay. Now we can create it. Interface, create new zone. Let's suppose for inside. Okay. Now it is showing everything. Inside 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's suppose 2, 3, 4, and 5 I'm creating here. Okay. And okay. Okay. If I keep okay, then what it will be happen? Nothing, right? Look, block intra-zone traffic means inside zone. If the all is in single zone only. Okay. So by default, same zone user will not, you know, communicate with each other. Like VLAN, like 10 dot series 10 dot VLAN 1 10.1.0.0 dot whatever the IP is there, and the 10 users are there in the VLAN 1. Okay, in generally VLAN 1 they will communicate, right? But in here in the zone, in the if all are means same zone will not communicate to each other. Yeah, yeah, because why? Yes, yes, it will stop because yeah, yeah. Come again, come continue. No, you can't override because you can use this interface in a particular single zone only. You can't use in multiple in this single interface into multiple zones. No, inside only. Okay, so it means it will not ping to each other. Look, yeah, yeah, because I can't create the policy also. Okay, 2.1. I can't create the policy because I'm already using, right? If I go to the if I create a policy and now it will ask me the to enable communication based on zone, not based on interface. Look, incoming interface. There is inside zone I created just now. Under the inside everything is there. Now it will not ask me to create a policy based on interface. It will ask me to create a policy based on the zone only. Okay, so that is the reason. If I suppose, let's see, I'm unable to ping anyone, right? 2.1, 4.1, I can't ping to anyone, right? Because all are in same zone. All are in same zone. What is the meaning of this interface and zone? There is a zone already created, right? Just now, all interface are in the same zone. So that is the reason. Because of this, okay, if I block this and let me try this. I was also not tried before this, but now try. 4.1 I'm able to ping. 3.1 I'm able to ping. By default it is blocked, but if you wanted to allow, you can disable this and they will communicate each other. Okay, now I'm keeping like this. Now got it my point now? So R1 is a 1, R2 I'm keeping inside as a R1. Okay, inside zone. Under the this inside zone I'm keeping this port. I'm just calling this port number 2. Okay, again I need to create one more zone, DMZ1. Which port? Port number 3. Okay, and port number outside, or outside we can say internet. Okay, port number 4. Port number 4 and port number 5, like DMZ2. Okay, so like that I can do. Got it? Now they will they will ping to each other because they are all the interface is not in the same port, right? Same zone. They are not in the same zone, correct? So it must be ping, right? It must ping, guys. Why it is not pinging? Because we don't have policy. Previously I just disabled, that is the reason it is pinging to each other. Now if I wanted to create R1 to R2, or this not R1 R2, inside to DMZ1, or inside to outside, or inside to DMZ2, I need to create one policy, right? Ah, that is the reason. Now it will ask what it will ask inside. Not it is not going to ask me the port, right? Incoming interface. Let's suppose policy route. No, this is I'm in wrong place for this here only. Here firewall policy, right? I need to create a policy based on zone, not based on R1 to R2, or I can say inside to DMZ1, right? Incoming interface means DMZ1 or inside, right? Where the want to go, DMZ1. When always, right? Got it my point? Now it will ping 2.1, 2.2, fine, but it will not ping to the 3.1. It will not ping to the 3.2 because again I need to create a policy, right? Better instead of creating this policy, I can create here inside where it want to go, DMZ and this one, okay, inside to inside, outside, everything. Here also I can keep in the same. Before I was created policy, remember, all to all. Here now everything, everyone will ping to everyone. Okay, got it? No, why? No, no. This is just an option based on your requirement only. If suppose if you wanted to ping, let's suppose DMZ1, okay. In zone means no, no. No, no. I will show you that one also. I understand your question. Now consider DMZ1 is a web server, okay. Now who is going to reach you from DMZ2 or inside? From inside user wanted to reach you. The same thing you wanted to allow for outside also. Outside user also ping the Facebook, right? So I'm keeping like this, okay. But it will not ping by DMZ2, okay. It will be reachable for here 2.1, okay. There it is. Isn't anything wrong in the policy? Inside DMZ1 incoming, okay, sorry. Destination should be right, outgoing interface. So incoming will be inside and outside, and the destination will be our DMZ1. Fine. Now we can reach it. But R3 can also ping, right? Ping 192.168.2.1, but R4 will not ping because I am not created, right? Ping 192.168.2.1, it will not ping because I am not allowing this, right? Like that also we can create based on the zone policy. We can create based on the zone, and we can keep our servers, the servers which is allowed for inside network and the public network also, okay. So it is not visible, so that is the reason we are creating a zone, okay. Clear guys? In the work environment, okay, I will explain you that one also, be online. Okay, so why we are required means this is our voice is fine now, my voice. This is our web server, okay. Who can access this? R1 can access, and another outside also I allowed, right? But I'm not allowing for R4 because I just wanted to prevent from this R4, okay. But R2 will reply via the firewalls only, okay. R2 will reply via the firewalls only. Means this is the things which we wanted to access from inside network and the outside network. If I remove from the policy to the outside will not able to access this, right? But it will, the this outsider will not ping to this one. outsider will ping to this one only, R2 only. Let's see. R3 will not ping to R1. If it is pingable means this outsider user can manipulate this R2 and it will reach to your local area network. Not a proxy, not a proxy. That is a different thing. Proxy is a different thing. I'm just allowing to reach this 1.1. Is R3 is ping able to access my LAN network? Not. My LAN network, right? This is my LAN network. But I'm not allowing to, I'm just allowed this R3 to access this one, right? But I was not allowed this R3 to enter my local area network. Okay. Only allowed web server for outsider user and the insider user. Outsider and along with the insider also. Okay. So that is the yes. Clear, guys? Okay. Oh shit. Then it is 16 minutes and I stop recording.